What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video I've got 5 very specific affordable Middle Eastern fragrances that I stand firmly behind. Some of these are pretty new releases and some of these I got kind of early 2023, but 5 of my personal favorites that can be found at Aroma Concepts down in the link below with the discount code. Today's video is provided by the good folks at Aroma Concepts. All of these came from them, but these of course are my thoughts on these fragrances because these are legitimately like my 5 absolute favorite fragrances that I've gotten from them, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. So if you were considering on maybe checking some of these out in 2024, these are the 5s I would recommend. So let's talk about them. Stay tuned. Starting with the fragrance that sparked this video idea in the first place. The day this video goes live, it will be my scent of the day. This is from Khadlaj Perfumes. This is Hareem Al Sultan. This is the Eau de Parfum spray. This was made super famous, went viral on TikTok apparently with the pure perfume oil that they have. This, the most simplistic way I can describe it, is fruity pebbles, a little bit of florals, and dry woods. That's what it smells like. It does lean a little bit of feminine. I believe with the pure oil, it's mostly ladies were wearing that, but I like wearing this one for myself. Literally going to give it a spritz right now. I'm such a fan. Like, if you like the smell of Fruity Pebbles, that dry, fruity smell, woodiness and fruits, this is it. This is that jam. I don't find it's really all that feminine leaning. Of course, there are some florals here, white florals and such. Doesn't really make it too powdery. I really like the way this one smells. Great performer. Nice warm woodsy dry down. I believe there's a little bit of oud in here, but it has no funk to it whatsoever. This is just some really, really good stuff. I never tried the pure oil, but I'll tell you what, the Eau de Parfum spray is really, really good. So if you were a fan of the oil, you might want to check out the Eau de Parfum spray. And this is from Khadlaj Perfumes. This is Hareem Al Sultan. Next is my absolute favorite release of 2023 from Paris Corner. This is Khair Pistachio, their take on Yum Pistachio Gelato from Khair. This is a magnificent fragrance. Really good performance. And at the top, you're going to get a little bit of a sweet, boozy tone, a bright, warm, spicy cinnamon note. That pistachio gelato, pistachio ice cream, however you want to say it, note. There's a minty geranium. There's some other florals that kind of ground it and give it some extra character. There's a whipped cream note. There's a cotton candy note. It's a playfully sweet fragrance that's just fun, casual, one of those not so serious kind of personalities to a fragrance that I just find to be such a joy. And it's very addictive. I love smelling this one. Sweet fragrance with a bit of floral, so it does lean a little on the feminine side, but any guys that happen to wear, men's fragrances that feature florals, this is going to be no challenge whatsoever for you. This is good stuff, especially if you like things that kind of lean gourmand, that dessert-like type of feel, which I'm typically not a big gourmand guy, but this one's just a fun, playful, casual scent that I very much enjoy, and I strongly encourage you to check out. And that's from Paris Corner. This is Khair Pistachio. This next one from Khadlaj Perfumes is part of a collection that's on the higher end from them, but still very affordable, in the mid $30 price point before any discounts. This is Epoque, I believe is how you say that, Epoque Artistique. This is a beautiful vanilla fragrance that has a warm spice to it. It's definitely a powdery type of vanilla, obviously sweet because it's based around vanilla. A little bit of earthy tones and woodsiness, but not quite like, I've heard people ask me if it was similar to Invictus Victory Elixir. Doesn't have that kind of darkness and smoke and all that good stuff, but a little bit of that earthy tone from like a leafy patchouli-like smell. I don't even remember if patchouli's in here, but warm, a little touch of spice, but definitely powdery vanilla is the star of the show here. It offers a bit of a sensual nature. If you like fragrances of that style, this one, for the money, doesn't smell as cheap as it actually is. This is some pretty good stuff, I have to say. Performance is fantastic on this one as well. Any of you that are fans of powdery vanilla tonka bean type of scent profiles, you'll very much enjoy this. Or if you want maybe a less dark take on something like a Victory Elixir, because that does have some similarities for sure. If you take away like incense and more of that ambery resinous tone, but you leave some of the other elements, sure, there's some similarities, but performance is fantastic. It's cheap and it smells great. I mean, what more can you ask for? Again, from Khadlaj Perfumes. This is Epoque Artistique. I definitely did my share of hyping this one up last year, and I haven't worn it in a little while, and I really need to because I like a good powdery iris. And Pendora Scents Camaro Homme Intense from Paris Corner is definitely that. This is more of an older style of Dior Homme Intense. It's not quite as sweet. It's a little bit musky, a little bit of a leathery facet. And nice and waxy. There's even a bit of citrus at the top, but very waxy and powdery iris. If you like that style, that Dior Homme DNA, you will very much enjoy this. It's still like kind of just hovering in the air because I sprayed it more than once. This is such a great fragrance. It really is. I kind of like this a little bit more than the version of Dior Homme Intense that I have. I have a 2019 bottle, which is part of the last formulation before they switched to Dior Homme Intense 2020, which I've never smelled. Might be the same exact fragrance, I don't know, but this is more like the '07 formula. It's a bit different, a little bit more on the leathery side, not quite as crazy sweet. Still get a vanillic type of sweetness to it and a musk mallow smell. This is great. This is absolutely great if you like that waxy lipstick makeup bag kind of stuff that the Dior Homme DNA, the original Dior Homme DNA, is known for. This is basically just an affordable take on that. And that's from Pendora Scents, Paris Corner. Camaro Homme Intense. And last but not least, one of the hype beasts of last year from Paris Corner, because they did a good job interpreting Baby Cat from YSL, which is a mind-blowingly good scent. This is Rifaaqat in the Emir line, so this offers that smoky tone, a nice cedar woodsy nuance, some black pepper, pink pepper combo at the top, and vanilla. So you get a little bit of this aromatic, sweet, peppered tone at the top. It's not too smoky, but it's definitely dark and rich on the warmer side of things. The vanilla is not overdone here. I think you get just as much cedarwood out of this as I do vanilla. This is a really good one. And when you compare it to Baby Cat, it does smell like a more affordable take on it, but it's not like a wide margin difference in quality. There is a quality difference. It's undeniable. I'm not going to sit here and act like this doesn't smell like a cheaper version of that, but it is just that. You know, around 30 some odd dollars, you can get a pretty similar experience from Paris Corner versus YSL Baby Cat. And YSL Baby Cat might be one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. So obviously I'm very high on this one because it gets pretty close. I mean, I wouldn't call it 1-to-1, but I would say it's about as close to 1-to-1 as it gets. Hard to really tell much of a difference out in the air. Up close is where you can really get kind of the quality differences, but man, for $30 to $40 price point, this is some good stuff. I would strongly encourage you to check this out. If you want a great affordable option that smells like YSL Baby Cat, check out Paris Corner's Emir Rifaaqat. Well, that's the 5 that I wanted to bring you today in today's video. Thank you once again, Aroma Concepts, because they've sent these my way over the last year, and this is, I mean, they've sent me many others, but this is like 5 of the absolute best ones for my taste that I've come across from them. Again, there's a link and discount code down below if you want to check anything out. I do appreciate you checking out the video. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried any one of these? What do you think about them? Are you not a fan? Do you love them? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you fall somewhere in the middle? Definitely sound off down in the comments and let me know. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of these 5 in 2024 and you give them a spray now, pretty good chance you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.